Hello, Kurumjiri, and welcome to Sktv'S News. You're watching Afternoon English News with me, Jessie Thiam. Now, as usual, giving you the headlines first. Union Agriculture and Rural Development Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan approves construction of 5,000 PMAYG houses for IDPs after meeting with Chief Minister Kim Chan. Philem Rohan resigns as IPFM president. Alleges letter to National Human Rights Commission on Litan conflict was sent without his knowledge and with forged signature. ECI holds first national roundtable conference with state election commissioners in 27 years to boost coordination, EVM transparency and electoral roll accuracy. Now the news in detail. Union Agriculture and Rural Development Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has approved construction of 5,000 houses for internally displaced persons, IDPs in Manipur, under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin (PMAYG) for the financial year 2025-26. The decision was taken following a meeting with Manipur Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand in New Delhi on Monday evening, which was also attended by Deputy Chief Ministers Nemcha Kipgen and Loshi Dikho. The proposal for special housing project was submitted earlier this month to rehabilitate families affected by the violence in the state. The Union Rural Development Ministry has also approved special window under Awas Plus 2024 to capture details of eligible households and permitted the state to continue registering beneficiaries through the Awas Plus 2024 mobile app in accordance with PMAYG guidelines. Houses will be constructed as per scheme provisions, including assistance to beneficiaries whose homes were partially funded earlier under PMAYG but later destroyed in the violence. Philem Rohan has announced his resignation from serving as the president of Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur (IPFM), alleging that a letter was written to National Human Rights Commission New Delhi by IPFM without his knowledge and by forging his signature in the same letter. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club, Rohan Philem maintained that he took up the responsibility of presidency for IPFM after its former president Asang Kasar resigned ahead of World Indigenous Day celebration in August last year. While maintaining that he could not play active participation in some of the activities taken up by IPFM in recent past, Rohan Philem informed that a press meet was convened in New Delhi by IPFM and he was not aware of it. Later, it came to light that a letter was sent to National Human Rights Commission New Delhi regarding the recent violence in Litan, and the letter has his forged signature. While condemning the incident of forgery of his signature and also expressing concern, Rohan has announced his exit from the forum.
Ngarang se oja Sangkasarna Delhi da press conference ama odi ai gi signature di yaurme atugu ai signature siga muk ngasi ai tawjari signature siga di dum difference ama yam dum ubiramani ko hoi on a better scale the litana thokiben incident je ko soloin condemn tawi kuki ga naga ga thokiben incident je ado isagi consent se yaung da bida press conference ama tawram basina maram oira kan di somda khoina tongan da fraternities myam ga changsil laga thangjen no wo khongthang si masina maram oira kan yam kairak pagi Mamishu Uba Haitari. Adu hoi consent ama yauramaga tobiramaga di henasu nungaigadaba aduduna maram oirakanda ingonda topa fraternities mayamdagi su pressure amang hek si press conference hek tobadagi ingonda pressure se documentic laigimna maram oirakanda ngasi se adum for the betterment of every section haitare hanagi previous president degi hojik thabo paikhat piriba mayam jigi su kaidanaba degi aigi su tungana aigi somda aigi changadaba activity humanitarian causes mayam su leirimina mayam se understanding ama phajana maintain tawba matungda ai ngasi press ki kuthangda Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur dagi ai resign tawjare haibase ai mayamda laukthokchege ngasi ki press conference tawjabani any Indigenous Peoples ki thabak thorom lakpa matamda dum ai mayam gi thabak thorom da dum ai mai pak nanaba du dai mamang thana dum ai chenjagini.
Election Commission of India (ECI) today held National Roundtable Conference with state election commissioners at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi, marking the first such meeting in 27 years. chaired by Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar and attended by Election Commissioners Sukhbir Singh Sandhu and Vivek Joshi. The conference brought together state election commissioners, chief electoral officers from all 36 states and union territories, and legal and technical experts to enhance coordination on electoral processes and logistics. The discussions focused on strengthening cooperative federalism and election management, exchange of technological best practices, transparency and security of electronic voting machines (EVMs), improvement of electoral rules, and a presentation on the newly launched ECI-NET digital platform, along with a comparative review of voter eligibility provisions under the Representation of the People Act 1950 to facilitate structured dialogue on the legal, administrative, and technological framework governing elections to panchayats and municipalities conducted by state election commissions under Articles 243K and 243ZA of the Constitution. Aam Aadmi Party AAP Manipur commemorated 200 years of Treaty of Yandabu along with a program to welcome independent candidates of Andro constituency in 2022 Assembly election. Retired Professor of Manipur University W. Nabukumar, independent researcher Dr. Puyam Rakesh, Aam Aadmi Party Manipuri State Coordinator Vishwanath Thingnam attended the program which was held at Manipur Press Club today. Speaking in the program, Vishwanath Thingnam highlighted the significance of Treaty of Yandabu and stressed on the need to stand united against forces trying to divide Manipur as we marked 200 years of Treaty of Yandabu.
Tungan-tungan maikai kaya dagi sinnarakba Manipuri integrity da apunbagi saktam da tungi mirolgi punsi kaya mamangan nanaba honarakba asigumlaba mayam masidagi apunbagi bangalama punna sagatminabaga loinana akoi iramda Manipur anglai paksigi damak punna leminasi haiba pawjeldu adugi damakta amadami party na ngasigi ningsing numit koigi Treaty of Yandabu gi adugumba sign tawnugi numisa koi ningsing jabani masigi thorum se koi pangthuk
Foothills Naga Coordination Committee FNCC has strongly condemned the alleged abduction, firing upon civilians and arson reportedly carried out by Kuki armed groups within the jurisdiction of Sanag Kaitel village on February 23rd. In a condemnation letter issued on Monday, FNCC stated that a villager identified as Aseng Awungshi was abducted while working in his field, while another civilian, Kingston Muiva, was allegedly fired upon, causing panic among the villagers. The committee also alleged that Lungter Hill Range, falling under Sanakaitel village jurisdiction, was set on fire, terming the acts as serious violations of human rights that threaten the safety, security, and peaceful coexistence of the local community. Urging the government to take immediate and stringent action, FNCC called for a thorough investigation into the incidents and adequate measures to ensure protection of lives, land, and dignity of the people, while expressing solidarity with Sanakaitel Village Authority. Proscribed Group Revolutionary People's Front RPF extended greetings on Independence Demand Day, marking its 47th Raising Day. In a press release, RPF President M.M. Ngobo further criticized Indian government for allegedly suppressing lower costs, the poor, and farmers through liberalization, privatization, and globalization (LPG) in short policy. RPF described India's policy as dualistic, with crimes committed in the name of religion, while claiming that its pursuit of global leadership is hindered by internal conflicts and focus on minilateral groups like I2U2 and Quad rather than multilateral forums like SAARC. The outfit alleged India's foreign policy lacks a solid foundation for peace and prosperity, leading neighboring countries to view India as overbearing and bossy. RPF stated that India's neighborhood first policy and the Gujarat doctrine are eroding, with initiatives like the South Asia Satellite seen as attempts to impose influence. It stated that South Asian countries perceive India as a domineering hegemon, maintaining relationships with strategic autonomy. It went on to cite strained relationships between India and Maldives, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh, and claimed that India is worried about China's China-friendly axis. The outfit also alleged that Myanmar and other Southeast Asian countries doubt India's intentions, viewing its policy as highly polarized and two-track. Noting that it has waged a 47-year war of independence against India, it claimed that India cannot defeat them till today due to the support from people we see, particularly Manipur. RPF also accused India of employing strategies to defeat RPF, including sponsoring the Kuki-Meitei conflict. It appealed to the public to trust them and not believe India's propaganda while paying respects to fallen cadres and wishing to the people. Kokomi Women Wing convener Wahingbam Luang Lema has urged the public and organizers not to block roads while collecting donations for Yaoshang Thabal Chongba, stressing that the traditional practice of collecting contributions from households within localities should be followed. Speaking to media persons at Kokomi office in Lamphale, she also appealed to organizers to avoid unnecessary and excessive expenditure in organizing Thabal Chongba. Moreover, she called upon local clubs and Merapaibis to remain vigilant and prevent practice of pouring mud and water on passerby during Yaoshang festival, emphasizing the need to maintain safety, discipline and public convenience during the celebrations.
Thabal Chongba haibasimaktabu Yaoshang mari leinaba thoramamani Thabal Chongnanabagidamata matamamdadi akoina hawrpa matamde mangani da akoi pisa khairaga niraga maduda Thabal Chongba tawi adubu hojiki tha ama walingaidagi akoigi cha leisabi singsina national highway singda adagi atopa topa lam amanung janghenbadagi ma aduga mapana tholaga lambi sida senni bagi chatnabi ama leibase masi yarigai tawbidana batungi mironna su masi lamdamna hogani haibasima akoi myam punna khangminasi haibasima ahanbada haijari aduga Thabal Chong bada paisa si kharata changada badul palising yang khai mahumpu ma changada baduda haujikti madu natabida Thabal Chongpham che hekta dhumdham da akoi gi phijang khanjandana degi stage hajandana degi carpet na koina tharga mai je angakpa phangna ahenba expenditure mayam ama hapchal kan ngasi khunai chi yongna sotharaba semilon ji de hen sothana ba honariba aduna sigumba mayam ji changhan bai mahuta akoi gi araiba kharana chinba yanana ba akoi gi nat ki chana lon chatu kaidana ba amadu thorumduma pangthok minabagi khudong chabadu masu longmina si haidana aduga natana nimin mangani chongiba Thabal che sidagi hena huji angang singi paikha chu leibanina exam leibanina masimasu nimin mangani sigi matung tana chongbidaba khoina miyamda phongdok chaningi se.
Now we shall take a short break. We'll be right back.
Great opportunity for local operators. SKTV is expanding. Come and be a part of SKTV revolution with high-speed internet, IPTV along with OTT and other benefits. We are building stronger connections through franchising. Become a local cable operator and provide reliable information and entertainment to your neighbors. Unlock your growth with our technology and top-tier service. So if you're looking for exclusive partnership opportunities, then please call us at 700-5259-437 or 897-420-9157.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Afternoon English News. Now moving on. As the state gears up to celebrate Yaoshang Festival in the next few days, prescribed KCPPWG has issued dicta allowing Yaoshang Thabal Chongba during 5 days of the festival. In a press note issued by PRO of KCPPWG MC Unification, Jinking Anba, the party urged people to celebrate Yaoshang with sports activities and to indulge in Thabal Chongba within 5 days of Yaoshang Festival and not beyond that. It also directed public to carry out Thabal Chongba before 1 a.m. considering the ongoing Class 10 and 12 examinations and also the unresolved crisis in the state where IDPs are still yet to be resettled at their original homes. Further, the party also advised people to adorn traditional dresses while engaging in Yaoshang Thabal Chongba. The party also warned local club organizers, band parties to adhere to the guidelines and to ensure responsible celebration of the festival. Security forces, in a series of search operations conducted in vulnerable areas of Manipur, recovered a cache of arms, ammunition, and communication equipment on February 22 and 23. On February 23rd, one SMG carbine with magazine, 3 bolt-action rifles, 2 SBBL guns, 1.32 pistol with magazine, 1.32 live round, 9mm blank cartridge, and 3 helmets were recovered from Tenta Aerial Jing under Kongjam Police Station in Thoubal District. Earlier on February 22, a G3 rifle with empty magazine, 3 country-made lethal guns, 2 single-barrel guns, 3 locally made Pompey cells, 4 Pompey guns, 2 locally made carbines with empty magazines, 2 magazine pouches, 55 rounds of 7.62mm live ammunition of AK rifle, 8 Baofeng radio sets, and 1 Dega with cover were recovered from the general area between T Bolok and El Molhoi village under Chakpikarang Police Station in Janil District. Security forces on February 23 arrested an active cadre of prescribed KCP MFL identified as Kaidem Joy Chandra Meite, alias Inal Jah, 55 years of age, of Lamlai Mayai Laikai from Lamlai Mamang Laikai Samu Lambil and Lamlai Police Station in Imphal District. During the operation, security personnel recovered 50 rounds of 7.62 by 39mm AK live ammunition from his possession. Security forces in 2 separate operations conducted on February 22 and 23 intercepted illegal wildlife and narcotics smuggling in different parts of the state. On February 22, a 4-wheeler DI bearing registration number MN02B8290 was intercepted in Tegnopal while transporting 24 ibex wild mountain goats smuggled from Myanmar towards Palil. The driver, identified as Mohammed Kalim, 35 years of age, of Mayai Laikai Kakjing District, and occupant Mohammed Sabir Khan, 19 years of age, of Pundray Thoubal District, were arrested for smuggling the exotic species protected under the Wildlife Protection Act. The accused, along with the seized animals and vehicle, were handed over to Forest Department. In another operation on February 23, security forces intercepted a 4-wheeler at the Kulen Naga check post under Sonapati Police Station and arrested Abu Muhammad Tahir, 28 years of age, of Kola Patwan, Karimganj, Assam, from whose possession suspected heroin powder weighing 840 grams, including plastic cover, a Bolero vehicle bearing registration number AS01FY9787 with key, and a mobile phone were seized. As part of its ongoing philanthropic work, Diamond Donors have provided financial assistance to a kidney ailment patient. Diamond Donor provided a sum of 70,000 rupees to Maibam Mani of Kumbi, who is currently undergoing treatment for his kidneys. Speaking on the sideline, MD of Diamond TV, James Hegujam, informed that Maibam Ongbi Bila, wife of the patient, is an avid listener of Diamond TV programs. Upon hearing about her husband's illness, Diamond Donors, along with the help provided by Padma Shri Namarakpam Kunjarani, Commandant CRPF, Wangkamayam Nandini, Second in Command CRPF, and Imashi Sorojini managed to arrange the assistance for the treatment of Maibam Mani.
Nasi mafam asida Diamond Donors ki amadi Diamond Family wahong radio tabiba mayam pumna mangna ngasidi bila Maibam gi bila sini Maibam haiba tare mahaki mapuroi ba mafam asida Jenims ta thabak toba aduga mahaki kidney si fail oirakpa haiba tare aduga mahak si akhoi gi donor member su oiba aduga mahan akhoi gi pungning gi warol haiba thorom asida magi mapuroi ba gi da momateng pangbiu na hairakpada akhoi na karim ta mayam da pesa nirudrasu akhoi gi thorom se toini yaubada gi mahak si miyam na khangbi ba mo oibada gi ngasidi hongnaru ba leitana mateng pangnarakpada haiba tare lupa lising humbutara magi mateng se akhoi pangnaba
Thank you, sir.
Now the weather report. According to ICR Regional Center Lamphel its maximum temperature was recorded at 26.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 8.6 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 91% in the morning and 37% in the evening. Now before we end, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Union Agriculture and Rural Development Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan approves construction of 5,000 PMAYG houses for internally displaced persons after meeting with Chief Minister Kem Chan. Pilim Rohan resigns as IPFM president. Alleges letter to National Human Rights Commission on Litan conflict was sent without his knowledge and with forged signature. ECI holds first national roundtable conference with state election commissioners in 27 years to boost coordination, EVM transparency and electoral vote accuracy. Well, that's all we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates.